What is up, guys? Welcome back. In today's video we got an ARCANINE video for you. I know I was checking my subscription feed this morning and of course Psionic beat me to it again. But this video actually is going to be showcasing FANG ARCANINE. So it's a little bit different. So now you got two videos you can watch on ARCANINE if you haven't seen Zionic's video yet. You know, check your subscription box because it's in there. So so thank you to Gibby115 for submitting the footage, and really FANG, you know, obviously is going to be good against the Metagrosses and the Magmazones, which are very, very popular leads right now. And really the only two Pokemon you need to really worry about is, you know, Waterfall Gyarados and Swampert. And that's pretty much it. So let's just get into the set. Obviously the moves, I'm going to put the moves on the screen as you probably already saw. Wild Charge is definitely good coverage against Gyarados and also Dragonite. And another interesting thing you're going to see is the matchup against Garchomp, because one of the problems I've been having with Magmazone is if you run into a Garchomp, you're absolutely walled. You cannot really do anything. You can hope to land Mirror Shots and get those attack debuffs, but other than that, Garchomp will just destroy you. But Flamethrower does some decent chunk damage despite it being not super effective. So let's get into these battles and you'll keep an eye on that when you see it. So thanks you again, and we're going to go into against JFlowX, and again, you're going to see him win a lot of leads, but that's the whole point of leading Arcanine. Like you're trying to anticipate what your opponent's going to lead, and you see a lot of these, and so why not run, you know, a FANG Arcanine? It's kind of the whole premise. And so you can see those FANGs just completely melting this thing, which is nice. It's one of the positives against Snarl. Snarl does charge faster, but FANG does a lot more damage to these these steel types, and so you're going to see it do very, very well against these. You can just farm it down, completely farm it down, and then he's got a ton of energy. And here's the Garchomp matchup I was talking about. You don't want to throw Wild Charge. It is like double resisted, and I think triple resist. I can't remember if Dragon is resistant to electric, but it's either double or triple resisted. But yeah, you saw there how much damage Flamethrower did, and it was a very, very good sized chunk, enough to get a shield, which is awesome. And so now he comes in with the Gyarados with the Dragon Breath, and this is going to be doing super effective damage. Very, very good shield there. Calls the Outrage. So that was clutch. If you got hit with that, that would have been very, very bad news. In terms of the Garchomp, that's really all you can throw though, because Sand Tomb doesn't do any damage. So you're really hoping to just bait a shield at that point. So then he comes in with Togekiss. So he just switches into Metagross, and that's going to be a good game. The opponent concedes the match. Alright, so round 2. We have another opponent, Cricksock. Alright, interesting name. And they lead Metagross, so again, running into a favorable lead. It's one of those leads that you're going to see quite often, so that's why it's kind of, you know, a safe play to lead with something that is super effective against it. Either leading like with Swampert, a lot of people lead Swampert, you know, Garchomp, or in this case, Arcanine. So then they switch into their Garchomp, and this is going to be met with a Gyarados, of course. Dragon Breath going to be doing super effective damage again, but this time does not predict the shield, so it gets a massive hit, but going to go for the Aqua Tail, and this will do a decent chunk, so he gets the shield. Actually, not really a decent chunk. I mean, I guess it's neutral, you know, they get the shield out of it though, so that's awesome. So Outrage definitely shields that time, so this is very good now. Going to throw the Aqua Tail, tries to undercharge. Although, yeah, probably would have been better to just knock him out, but I guess you did want to kind of get a little bit of energy there. So yeah, it wasn't a bad play, but the Dragon Breath, unfortunately, from the other Gyarados knocks it out before it can get to a charge move. So very, very nice try. That was definitely a good attempt. Okay, so Metagross back in, gonna get hit with a Crunch, so that is pretty devastating. And then they come in with their own Metagross, and gonna go for the farm down. Very gutsy, because that Metagross was like 1 or 2 quick moves away from the charge move. So now has a ton of energy. Gonna go for the Wild Charge. It's gonna get shielded, then has enough for another one, and this is gonna knock this thing right out. Go to sleep. Huge knockout there. So very, very good Very, very good games there. And now we're going to go into game 3. All right, so we have... I probably should have cut this part out, but we have Tharm D in as the opponent here. And let's see what they lead. Magnezone, again, getting another steal lead. This is huge. So again, very straightforward. Getting the switch tray up, it's very important because you got to expect them to switch. You want to be prepared. You don't want to be too slow, otherwise they can win back switch advantage. So you got to be fast on those switches. So Gyarados comes in, awesome. Takes neutral damage from those Dragon Breaths, dealing super effective damage to the Dragonite. And they're going to get hit probably with the Dragon Claw or Outrage. Wow, very good shield. Very, very good shield there. That would have totally knocked it out. And is able to farm down. Keeps the switch advantage. Going to go for the Aqua Tail. Probably going to get a shield, I think. Maybe not, but does a pretty good chunk. Not sure if that... Maybe the opponent probably should have shielded that, but I'm going to just go for the Mirror Shot to make sure they don't lower their defense. They switch out into a Fairy type, and then it's going to be a good game from here. At this point, I would probably just concede the match if I was the opponent, but they're going to stick it out, so very good. You know, maybe, you never know, something can happen. But anyways, yeah, this is going to be... They give up here. They don't even decide to shield that. So, good games there, and we're going to go 3-0 into game 4. jrskatrgaming. Man, I totally butchered that name. So anyways, they lead with a Machamp. All right, finally, a pretty neutral lead, something that's not an easy win. Let's see how they play this matchup. So I think if I were the Machamp, I would keep an eye on the HP bar. They look pretty even right now, but you are going to beat Arcanine to the charge moves, and so should be a favorable matchup for Machamp. So if I were the Machamp, I would stay in. You got the shield already with that cross chop. Gonna shield the wild charge. Oh man. Oh no, they switched. Okay, that was... Man, after the wild charge, the defense is lowered, so you have to expect them to switch. So I would have definitely waited to see what they switched into. I think they switched they got a little too ahead of themselves there, so they put themselves in a bad situation because this Gyarados is definitely going to have a favorable matchup. Now here you'll notice it just got cut off a little bit. I think the storage ran out, so he let me know that he had to restart re-recording, but didn't miss him a whole lot. We all knew the Gyarados was going to win that one. And the Machamp comes back in, but this Gyarados has a ton of energy and just going to throw the Aqua Tail and has enough for 2 Aqua Tails. So, yeah, definitely in a really, really great spot right now. So let's see. They come in with Metagross. Perfect. Now I can come back in with Arcanine and just go for the Flamethrower. And they have a shield, so I probably would just shield this and just kind of keep going for that kill. Or switch? No, I don't think I would switch. Let's see what he does. Okay, oh wow, he does a sack swap. Very, very nice. I don't think that was necessary, but very, very solid play there. It's always good to practice those when you can. When you kind of know you're in a safe situation. Just kind of keep those skills up, and so keep your skills sharp. But yeah, definitely swaps out at the perfect time. The opponent realizes it's a lost match, doesn't even bother shielding, and then so he goes 4-0. All right, final game against Ayari 080100608. Okay, let's see what they lead, and they get a Metagross lead again. So this is a very, very, very solid set for this Arcanine. Very, very easy to handle. Machamp comes back in, gonna go in with Gyarados to meet the Machamp. Gotta watch out for the Rock Slide, so I tend to just shield the first time anyways. I think only one time I got baited in that situation. Most times they're going to throw a Rock Slide just because they have that energy advantage anyways, and so it's pretty safe play. But very, very good shield. Opponent opts not to shield, so that's very interesting. Probably realizes it's a losing matchup, and so trying to conserve the shields. But wow, the Gyarados lets the Rock Slide go through and still escapes with a sliver of health. So that was very, very good knowledge of your Pokemon there. Knowing if you can tank a Rock Slide and how much health you need to tank one is very, very crucial. Because if you got knocked out, this whole match would have been very different. So anyways, they switch into the Metagross. They realize they're not going to win. And so they concede the match. So very, very nice, solid 5-0 set. Very, very well done. I do think Arcanine with Fire Fang is a very, very solid pick, just because of how many steel leads people are using. And it is kind of squishy. So you gotta watch out for pretty much most charge moves, except for ones that you know you resist. So yeah, definitely gotta study those matchups if you want to perform well with that. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. If you made it this far, I know I did like a 100-day upload challenge in the past, and I took a little bit of breaks here and there since then. I'm going to be doing a 50-day challenge for myself, so you're going to be seeing a lot more of me in the next couple months. Again, comment below what you liked about this set or what teams you guys are having success with. For me personally, I'm struggling a little bit. I have up days and down days, and it just kind of goes back and forth. So I'm still looking for that team that I can really excel with. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.